Hi everyone, this is Nathan, and you're watching What Got Played, Episode 2. In What Got Played, I simply go through what I've played since the last episode of What Got Played. This episode, we're covering the games I played from August 17th through August 29th, 2020. First up, we've got the Seven Wonders app. Seven Wonders is a fantastic little card drafting game where you simultaneously look at your hand of cards. Each card represents a building or maybe a resource. And you pick one to build a civilization of your very own. I played 20 games of this. I did 12 games at 3 players and 8 games at 4 players. I came in second twice, and the other 18 times I won. I'm still averaging in the low 50s, my score. Regardless of player count or which civilization we're randomly assigned at the beginning of the game, still end up in the low 50s. I'm still enjoying the fast gameplay. It takes about 7 minutes. It's great to play during commercials or downtime at work or while I'm waiting in a line. I am still searching also for that strategy to get my score past the low 50s on a regular basis. After recording 40 games, I didn't particularly see a pattern that links my score to the civilization that I'm assigned at the beginning of the game, like this one. Everybody gets one of these. Or the number of players. I'm guessing it's just luck of the draw and the choices of the AI players. And also, I did notice that I haven't been dealt Rhodos B yet. This one. Played all the other civilizations, but not this one. I will keep playing. It's way too convenient not to. Incidentally, I have not purchased the 2-player version, Seven Wonders Duel, for my phone, but I intend to do so. Hardback. I don't have any physical version of Hardback. It exists only on my phone. You make words using a hand of cards that you draw from your individual deck. Each card represents a letter, and each letter, when used in a card, will give you points to win the game or money to buy more letter cards. I played 7 games. I averaged 30 points apiece, which is fine, but the goal of the game is to get to 60 points. I also discovered that the black and gold adventure themed letter cards are very powerful. They may not be the most powerful in the game, but they are the ones that work best in my playstyle. So, I chose not to play with this known optimal strategy, but then I had to wonder, am I letting the AI win by not going for the obvious means to win myself? How valid is my challenge when I disadvantage myself intentionally? Still, it's a fast, convenient, challenging game. Making the words is more challenging than trying to get the score for me. There's no question I got my $5 worth. I'm glad I didn't pay more. There may be a solo version in the physical copy, but I don't know that I get my money's worth out of a physical copy. For an app, it's great value. Incidentally, no crashes this week. I may have simply not pushed the button to zoom in on the card, which I think is what's making it crash as much. Next up, I played 2 plays via YouTube of Welcome to. It's getting kind of hard to find more plays via YouTube. I think I've gone through them all. Shout out to Geeky Gamer Guy and One Player for hosting the playthroughs that I played this week or since the last episode. I will put the links to those videos in the comments below, and you can check out the playthrough that I played or check out their channel. It's great. Let's see. Oh, incidentally, in this game, you put numbers in these houses along these different streets here. And you put the lower numbers, before the higher numbers. They don't have to be in exact order, but they do have to be lower before higher. You get your numbers from these random cards, and you also get a little power based on the icon on the card. And you get 3 cards, you pick one. Score points with pools and parks and fencing off little estates. Let's see, where am I? Oh, it's fun, but I don't know if I want to play it solo. I need the feedback coming in from the YouTuber who is hosting the game. We'll see. I should at least try it before I make that decision. The app sheet, there's an app version of this sheet, is awesome. Get it. If you're playing the game, get it. You can play on the app solo and then save the sheets for when you're playing multiplayer. And that is on the ground. And that is, it also does the arithmetic for you. So highest recommendation there. The theme is wildly odd, and I don't know how to score optimally. People report 100+ point games. I average about 74. I'm not certain how much more I will play this. I certainly do need to try it on my own without a YouTuber to help me. Tune in next time and we'll see. Battlestar Galactica. We finished a game. I'm playing Battlestar Galactica remotely via, hold on one sec. Remotely via posts by forum on Board Game Geek. We lost. Well, the humans lost. The Cylons won. I personally lost because I had personal goals. I played a character with personal goals and lost. I made one mistake and could tell exactly where that mistake was. I'm not sure if I saw it at the time, but after the fact, I definitely saw it. I don't know. Maybe I'm smarter now and we'll do better next time. We'll see. This is a hidden team game. Some of the players are humans, some of the players are Cylons, but nobody knows what the other players are. The humans are trying to safely reach a specific destination before the Cylons can blow them up or run them out of resources. Now in our game, humans are 2 wins out of 12 games. I'm starting to wonder about balance. We are using a variety of different expansions and add-ons and characters, and it may be easy to just dismiss the balance problem by saying, your group is terrible at being humans. But I still think that the game is just too punishing for humans, not balanced. I will keep playing by forum for as long as people are willing to play with me. If my current group disbands, I will go get on a waiting list for another group. Incidentally, as a follow-up, I have not checked any other games that are, unplayable solo for a possibility of playing by a forum and Board Game Geek, but I'm going to definitely do this in the future. Last but not least, we have a new game, Marvel United. I finally got Marvel United off the shelf of unplayed games. In Marvel United, you play a hero who runs around 6 different locations, and you just generally thwart a villain before it's too late. It's cooperative, and you play these cards with little icons on them, and the icons let you move and attack and thwart the villain's little schemes, save bystanders, the usual superhero stuff. In addition, the card played, whichever card the previous player played, you also get to use their icons. That adds a little bit of strategy that's pretty fun, because you don't just look at your hand and say, what card is best for me right now, but you also have to think, what card is best for the next person that's fixing to play after me. It's a light mental challenge with some fun make-believe experience involved. And of course, because it's by Cool Mini or not, there's a promise of many, many more expansions. Many characters, many scenarios. The downside is right now there are only 3 villains and 7 heroes, and each deck is completely 100% the same every time you play. Now mind you, doing the math, that is 63 variations, but it could start feeling samey very quickly. I played 3 games against the Red Skull using Captain America and Captain Marvel, Hulk and Venom, and Ant-Man and Black Widow. Since this is a co-op game with no info, it's easy to play 2 characters alone. There will be no chance of screwing up the turn order, because when you play a card, it stays on the table forever, so that the next player can see what icons they have to work with from your turn. Also, there's no chance of mixing up your hand or your deck, because everybody has got a nice picture of themselves on the back. I will keep playing. I will not be playing normal difficulty again. There are harder variants, and I feel like those are what I need. Also, I will buy expansions. I want more heroes, I want more villains, and I will try not to think about how many heroes and villains I missed in the Kickstarter that I might have wanted. There are 8 of them. So, in conclusion, thank you for tuning in. I hope to have the motivation to make more of these in some form, and someday list them publicly on YouTube. Anyway, until next time, unless you're a game, don't get played. Thanks for watching, everybody.